Alright, so I'm not sure why this idea won't go away. I thought we crushed it already, but apparently not. Or some people just refuse to listen. You've still got Bernie Sanders running around out there saying the rich need to pay their fair share, and I don't expect him to stop anytime soon. He's been repeating the same nonsense for so long, I'm not sure if he's even capable of considering there may be another side to the story, but let's point it out again, why not? To say the rich don't pay their fair share, whatever that is absurd to the highest degree. People within the top 20% in terms of wealth in the US already pay upwards of 87% of the revenue the government receives in income tax. So what the hell country are we talking about? Or what the hell country is Bernie Sanders and his supporters talking about? If we're going to say the rich don't pay enough, and I've said this before, you can then tax every billionaire in the US at 100%, sell all their assets, sell all the stock they own, sell every car, every home, every yacht, every private jet, and take all the liquid cash they've got. Do this to every billionaire in the US and you will get enough money to pay for the entire federal government for a bit less than 1 year. And that's a trick you can only do once, obviously. Once you take it all, there's nothing left to take. Now, obviously, no one is advocating that. I would hope that even Bernie Sanders supporters could see the fault in this. They know they need to pick away at them like the mob does. You don't run someone completely out because you've got to keep them somewhat able to continue making money so you can get paid on the comeback over and over. You've got to be able to keep picking away at their wallet. If you take everything away from them, their ability to accumulate any more capital for you to steal is severely hampered. But what's the other problem with this? It's that once you go down this path, politicians like AOC, Kamala Harris, or Bernie Sanders would certainly not stop at billionaires. They would be eyeing up the millionaires as well. I mean, hell, AOC advocated for a marginal tax rate of 70% of every dollar after $10 million. I think it's reasonable to assume that most people would do what I would do if I were ever in that situation, which is stop working right before I made that 10 millionth dollar. And whatever I was doing, if it was beneficial for society, if I was producing cheap goods for people, if I was guiding an organization with a clear vision, if I was innovating technology, new apps, new sustainability measures, whatever it is, I'm not going to work for 30 cents on the dollar, and society is just going to have to get along without me. Whatever made me at least slightly unique to get myself into a position to be that wealthy, whatever unique skill I might have that most people don't have, well, we all just lose out on that now. I am not going to work if every $1,000 I make, I get to keep 300 of it. Now, some people might say, well, that's greedy. I'm not so sure that is greedy. That's just wanting to be duly compensated for the work you put in. It's as simple as that. It's human nature to want to get something out of the labor you put in. So what are you going to do when they stop working or they move somewhere else because the taxation has become more insane than it ever has been? Well, society suffers for that. You lose talent. You lose exceptionally intelligent people, exceptionally capable people. You can loot every rich person you come across, but as I said, that is only something you can get away with a limited number of times. And regardless, the government does not have a revenue problem. It has a spending problem. I think the $22 trillion of debt and the $122 trillion, or as I like to say, the 12% of $1 quadrillion in unfunded liabilities, I think that somewhat proves my point. And forget Bernie Sanders. He's too old. He'll never budge on this issue. But I really hope, that the young people who support him start to think differently and perhaps give a little time and effort to thinking through how what Bernie Sanders says does not reflect reality in any sense. But that's got to be it for now. Please like and subscribe and all that rad stuff. See you later.